of a physically present quorum of the Rock Island City Council due to the disaster declaration issued by Governor Pritzker. Because of this order related to COVID-19 health concerns affecting the state and the city, the mayor has determined that an in-person meeting at City Hall with all participants may not be practical or prudent. Alderpersons and staff may not all be physically present at City Hall due to the disaster, and physical attendance at City Hall may be limited. To participate remotely during the public comment or public hearing portion of the meeting, please join by phone at 1-785-379-6836, PIN 731-811-208#.
Real quick, who's ever on virtually, if you could mute your mic, that would be helpful. Randy, I don't know if that's you or who, but.
Yep, I'm here.
If you, yeah, there's a background noise. If you could mute it once in a while, please.
I have nothing going on in the background, so I'm not
All
sure
right.
what you're hearing.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Robinson.
Present.
Hurt.
Here.
Gilbert.
Present.
Swanson. Here. Parker.
Here.
Poulos.
Here.
Healy.
Here.
Mayor Tomes.
Here. If we could raise for the Pledge of Allegiance, remain standing for a moment of silence, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. All right. You. Public comment. Mr. Ted Pappas.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak to all of you this evening. Good evening, Mayor, council members, city manager, and staff members. I've been at Friendship Manor for 17 years. And during those 17 years, I can tell you that the city has always come along to help our seniors. And I'm appreciative of that and grateful for that. Many of you may not realize, but Friendship Manor has actually 80 years of service here in Rock Island. 43 years at our present site, and a number of years, 37 years, as the Cleveland home for the King's Daughters in Rock Island. So 80 years of having a treasure that we call Friendship Manor. Tonight with me, I have a number of guests that are also asking for your support this evening. We have members of our senior staff at Friendship Manor. We have a number of our board members, and we also have a number of our residents, the greatest generation, and that's why we're here this evening, to talk about them. I do appreciate you reading the board packet, the council packet that we sent out to you. I know some of you read it because of Dylan's comments to me, and I appreciate that, Dylan. So you had an opportunity to read about the impact of Friendship Manor and what it means to the city of Rock Island. This evening I'm giving you one more slide, one more piece of information that I think is vitally important as we talk about the impact and what Friendship Manor means to the city of Rock Island. As many of you know, Friendship Manor has borne the brunt of this biological natural disaster. Our team members, we didn't get a COVID timeout. We put our lives on the line every day to care for the most vulnerable age demographic. 2.5 years this has lasted. Over that time, I want to bring your attention to the sheet I handed out. On one side, it talks about our cash flow. When we began the pandemic, as most good organizations, we had nearly 90 days cash on hand. That's an acceptable measurement, and we're very proud of. As you can see, during this pandemic, our days cash has been depleted. In 2031, 38 days. In 6/30/2022, 23 days. 7/31/2022, 12 days. 8/31/2022, 11 days, and that's projected. And 9/30/2022, 10 days or less. So as you can see, our need, as we explained to you last May when I came to you, that need has only grown and gotten more significant. We are still in the midst of the pandemic. It's not gone away for Friendship Manor or our staff or our residents. Much of our communities have moved on. Individuals have moved on. Organizations and businesses have moved on. Not at Friendship Manor. 3 weeks ago, when we invited our fine city manager out to visit with us, he was shocked to learn that we still are wearing masks. Yes, every day we are in masks. Testing our staff twice a week and all our residents if we are in outbreak. Unfortunately, we are now running short on testing supplies. Isolation for our residents. Our residents still cannot have, and they're here to hear this, their families come and dine with them because of the requirement of having them 6 feet apart in order to dine, and the practical nature of trying to have families with residents and all of them eating dinner is impossible. And our residents still have to deal with isolation because of the onerous regulations that we are still dealing with, and it's forced upon us. In your handout, I showed a comparison of a not-for-profit that was mentioned in the Arpa report of cities' use of funds. I'm not going to name that organization because that's not for me to do. I will say this is a fine organization and deserving, as any not-for-profit is, of Arpa relief. But I thought it would be interesting to just show the comparison between a named example given in the city's report compared to Friendship Manor that was not named. Gross revenues of this organization, and these are based on 990s from 2019. This organization could be a little stronger, I don't know, but we went with what we knew. But gross revenues in 2019 was $745,000. Gross revenues for Friendship Manor, $17,700,000. Salaries and benefits for this organization, $353,000. Salaries and benefits for Friendship Manor, $11,430,000. And how about this? Property taxes. This should wake us up. This organization paid $2,680. In 2021, our property taxes, we paid $380,000. But this is probably the most important thing I'm going to share with you. Since January of 2001 through July 31st, Friendship Manor has 113 people living in Rock Island because we are there. 27 different zip codes are represented. Imagine if Friendship Manor was not here. Where would those people be? But 27 different zip codes, 5 states. We are a magnet because of our quality and our reputation and our mission. People love to come to Friendship Manor to get star quality. Clearly, Friendship Manor, as I shared last May, met so many of the categories of what ARPA funds were meant to be used for. How many times have I heard in this chamber, once in a lifetime opportunity? I agree. It is a once in a lifetime opportunity. But we met so many of the categories. Supporting public health response to mitigate the spread. Hello? We're still every day mitigating and trying to keep COVID from spreading amongst our most vulnerable. Another category, addressing negative impacts by supporting small businesses and not-for-profits. I've shared with you our cash flow. I've shared that with you. We meet that category. Replacing lost revenue. $6 million we've received in federal stimulus from all our different sources through the end of 2022. But the costs of the pandemic have cost us $9 million in lost revenue and expense. Clearly, replacing lost revenue was a priority of these funds. And our last, which I'm very proud of, keeping our staff employed and recognizing them with hero pay and COVID pay to thank them for putting their lives on the line each and every day, caring for residents. I want to go back to the day's cash slide. Back in May of 2021, we asked you for $500,000. I ask now again in September of 2022, again for $500,000 of ARPA support. If there's an organization in Rock Island that has done more to deal with this pandemic, I'd like to know who they are. We've not laid off a single employee. We have kept our promises to them, to our residents, and to their families. Friendship Manor is a gem in Rock Island. We are a shining city, literally on a hill. Now is the city's time to step up and help these people, these wonderful residents. Your ARPA support of the manor will keep our mission and our vision alive. Thank you. And now we're going to leave, and I'm taking the residents to Whitey's as my treat. They didn't know that.
Can you bring some back? Oh.
I thank you for your time and all that you do. I know that you've had a very difficult time as well. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank you to the board members for volunteering their time and their expertise, and of course the staff, and the residents there. It is wonderful. It's a wonderful place to live and be. I've been through there a number of times, and so thank you. It is a pleasure to be able to call Friendship Manor people's home in Rock Island. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Just give us a minute to gather ourselves.
Yes, that's fine.
Absolutely.
Actually, while they're doing that, there's a couple items here we could take care of that I think before the proclamations. If we can do, I can do item 7.
Okay.
And
Minutes
7
from
and
the August 22nd, 2022 study session and city council meeting.
Move to approve the minutes as printed.
Second.
8. Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis. Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
And actually, real quick, I am going to go back to public comment. We are pulling item 21 from the agenda. Item 21 will be pulled from the agenda. I apologize. I forgot to mention that. Okay, item 8.
Minutes from the June 27th, 2022 closed session.
Move to approve the closed session minutes.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis. Aye. Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item number 9.
Minutes from the August 22nd, 2022 closed session.
Motion to approve the closed session minutes.
Second.
Excuse me. Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Very good. We got item number 10, Rock Island update.
Was that the only public comment, Ben?
That's the only public comment. I
Oh.
apologize. Yes.
Oh, okay.
We didn't ask virtual.
I didn't ask virtual. Is anybody virtual, real quick? Anybody virtual public comment? Virtual public comment? Nope. I apologize. Get wrapped up in the moment. All right. Update Rock Island. Thursday night Groove Concert Series continues in Schreiber Park with the performance by Soul Storm. Concerts are held every Thursday through October 13th, featuring a different band each week. Concessions from Bent River Brewing Company and Happy Joe's Pizza will be available starting at 6 p.m. with live music from 7 to 9. Coffee with a Cop will be held again this Friday. Come join us behind Old Main on the Augustana College campus this Friday, September 16th, from 8 to 9 a.m. for Coffee with a Cop and get to know some of your local police officers. It was a great turnout last time. I was down to city limits, and it was great. Join the Rock Island Park and Recreation Department for an Adult Field Day, an event new to the Quad Cities. Adult Field Day will be held on Saturday, September 24th at Historic Douglas Park. Register your team of 5 to 7 co-ed players and participate in fun games like human foosball. It'd be interesting. Giant beer pong. Okay. Cornhole, skill ball, races, and more. Could be a lot of fun. September is National Library Card Sign-Up Month. Any Rock Island or Milan Blackhawk Area Library District resident who applies or renews their card in September receives a sports stress ball and one entry for the choice of 4 prize baskets. New cardholders can choose the 150th Library Anniversary Card or the standard design. That's all I have. We do have a couple proclamations.
Okay. This one is the proclamation declaring September 9th through 18th, 2022 as National Welcoming Week in the city of Rock Island, whereas across the country, communities will celebrate National Welcoming Week on September 9th through the 18th, 2022, and whereas Rock Island is home to people of all backgrounds, including those who were not born in the United States, but will now call home, and whereas Rock Island will celebrate its first annual Welcoming Week in 2022 to promote compassion, unity, and respect with the shared vision that all community residents should be valued and protected. And whereas our city depends on making sure that all feel welcome here, today new residents are a vital part of our community, bringing fresh perspectives and new ideas, starting businesses, and contributing to the vibrant diversity that we all value. And whereas today, more than ever, we see an increased need to welcome those fleeing conflict, oppression, and unrest in countries all over the world, and whereas this week we welcome and honor the spirit of unity that is bringing neighbors together across Rock Island. During Welcoming Week, we invite all of Rock Island to join the movement of communities nationwide by renewing our commitment to the core American values and by acting in the spirit of welcoming. And by working together, we can achieve greater prosperity and make our community the kind of place where diverse people from around the world feel valued and want to put roots down. And whereas regardless of where we are born or what we look like, we are residents united in our efforts to build a stronger community by recognizing the contributions that we all make to create a vibrant culture and growing an economy, we make our community more prosperous and more inclusive to all who call it home.
Now therefore, I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, do hereby proclaim that September 9th through the September 18th, 2022, officially known as Welcoming Week in Rock Island, and encourage the business community, civic groups, other units of government, and community institutions to undertake initiatives beyond this proclamation to make the region a place of welcome for new and long-term residents alike. Is there somebody here? Okay. If you wish to say something, please do. Like to talk about it? Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Ann McGlynn, and I'm the Executive Director of Tapestry Farms. We are, hello, we are a nonprofit urban farm system that invests in refugees in the Quad Cities. We have many clients who live in Rock Island, and this year, for the first time, we are growing food in the city of Rock Island in partnership with Skip Along over by Century Woods. And so I'm thankful for this proclamation, so thank you for agreeing to it. But we are working to build a welcoming infrastructure in our community. So my guess is that you'll be hearing more from us. We are just 5 years old, but we've already accomplished a lot in our first 5 years, and we're looking forward to our next. So thank you very much.
Thank you. We hope to hear from you too.
Thank you.
We do have two other proclamations that last second came in that are very timely, and we wanted to get on there. So you want to read the next one?
Yes, the Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber. Whereas the Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce strives to support, promote, and enhance the growth and success of local businesses and to leverage the assets, contributions, and unique Hispanic culture identity to generate new businesses. And whereas the diverse Hispanic community has continued to build viable partnerships within the Quad Cities to support relationships with Hispanic entrepreneurs who are willing to take a chance just as previous generations of immigrants have to be part of the rich history of the United States. And whereas during National Hispanic Heritage Month, the City of Rock Island recognizes the importance of and the contributions made by the presence of Hispanic and Latino Americans in the United States. And whereas the City of Rock Island does recognize the courage of honor and thank those who went from Hispanic immigrant to defender of this country, those who were killed, missing in action, prisoners of war, and to those who are very emotionally, mentally, or physically scarred, and those who are able to return home safely. And whereas today 62.1 million people in America are of Hispanic or Latino origin, we in the City of Rock Island would like to celebrate Hispanic culture in our community.
Now therefore, I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, do hereby proclaim that the 15th of September through the 15th of October, 2022, be recognized as Hispanic Heritage Month in the City of Rock Island. Sergio, yep. Would you like to say something?
Sure. Hi, my name is Sergio Mendoza. I'm the board chair of the Greater Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I'm joined today also by our treasurer, Luisa Terranas-Ewert. And we'd just like to say thank you, Mayor Toms, City Council, and the City of Rock Island for this proclamation. Part of what we do during Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrate, so we invite you all to celebrate with us this Sunday, September 18th at Runners Park in East Moline, where we will have the annual LULAC parade and fiesta, and so you're all welcome to join us there and celebrate in this Hispanic Heritage Month. Thank you.
Thank you. You want a picture too? have another one.
Yes, Palmer College. Whereas what is now known as Palmer College of Chiropractic was founded by D.D. Palmer in 1897 in the Quad Cities, and whereas an estimated 50 million Americans seek chiropractic care each year, and whereas Palmer College of Chiropractic, the oldest and largest college of chiropractic in the world, is headquartered in the Quad Cities, and whereas approximately 1/3 of all doctors of chiropractic are graduates of Palmer College of Chiropractic. And whereas the Palmer Center for Chiropractic Research advances the profession as the largest chiropractic research facility in the nation, and whereas Palmer Chiropractic Clinics provide more than $5 million in pro bono care annually, much to its veterans and active duty military members and their families, and whereas Palmer College of Chiropractic is known worldwide as a trusted leader in chiropractic education.
Now therefore, I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, do hereby proclaim September 18th, 2022, be recognized as Palmer College of Chiropractic Day, and urge all Quad Cityans to celebrate the 125th anniversary of the founding of Palmer College of Chiropractic. Celebrate Palmer College of Chiropractic as one of the higher education pillars of our community, and recognize the chiropractic profession's continuing contribution to the health and well-being of the citizens of Rock Island, the Quad Cities, Illinois, and the United States of America, and the world. So thank you very much. You want to come up and say something? Not you, Mr. Hurt.
Good evening. I'm Jim O'Connor, Vice Chancellor for Marketing and Communication at Palmer College of Chiropractic. Mr. Mayor and Council, we'd like to thank you for this recognition. You know, sometimes when you've been around a long time, it's kind of easy to forget you're there. And milestones like this are a great opportunity for us to say thank you, Quad Cities, thank you, Rock Island, and thank you for your support and your recognition. And we like to recognize you as well for being such a great community for us to be a part of. We greatly appreciate this, and we look forward to the next 125 years. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, item number 12.
Consent agenda.
Oh, we gonna read it?
I don't have to read them all. That's the beauty of a consent agenda.
Yeah, but, okay.
Move to approve consent agenda items A through D.
I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to read them.
Yeah, everybody's waiting. Nobody wants to do this. All right, so we got a motion. Was there a second?
Yes. I
All right,
second.
I apologize. Thank you. Any discussions? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 13.
Claims, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $24,946.36 to Langman Construction of Rock Island for an emergency sewer main repair at 1515 7th Avenue. B, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $64,551.15 to McClintock Trucking and Excavating of Silvis, Illinois for the Water Service Repair Program Emergency Sewer Repair and the Sewer Lateral Repair Program.
Motion to approve claim items A and B.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I need to recuse myself due to the nature of my employment.
Roll call.
Alderperson Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 14.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding bids for the 2022 Joint and Crack Sealing Program, recommending the bid be awarded to Denler, Inc. of Joliet, Illinois, in the amount of $158,295.15.
Move to award the bid as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 15.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding bids for the downtown parking ramp demolition and parking lot construction project, recommending the bid be awarded to Langman Construction of Rock Island in the amount of $1,963,813.01.
Motion to award the bid is recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Need to-
I'm sorry.
I need to recuse myself due to the nature of my employment. All yours.
And I don't know if this is the appropriate time to be asking this question, but I had one of my constituents asking the timeline on this project and how it was going to affect city employees since they'll be parking here. We can address that in public comment or comment later. It's up to you.
I think it'd be good to have Mike come up and give a little outline. of
Mike
it.
loves talking.
You got papers, you're ready to go.
We haven't had the pre-construction meeting because we were waiting approval of the contract to know when the contractor would start. But I did call the contractor today to kind of feel them out. And they're actually hoping to do kind of a later start than we were hoping, but in hindsight and talking it through with them, they're thinking middle of November to first part of December to start with the demolition. That's just mainly because it'll keep their guys busy during the winter. As a winter job. It's an easy project to do during the winter, and then we can't do the paving for the parking lot until the springtime anyway, so that would allow employees at City Hall to stay in the ramp until, first part of November, end of November, first part of December. And then after that, we would look at alternate locations. There's really 3 options for that. Some existing parking lots here. There will be a walk involved with that. It's not going to be, located right across the way there, but there's also options of working with the finance department to do like a rover permit. We would obviously look at allowing, residents to come and go and do city business out front, but in areas near, immediate areas close to the City Hall, we would put a pass in there and they can park there for an unlimited amount of time. Obviously being mindful of all the other surrounding businesses as well, but we do have a plan, and we'll continue to work towards that as closer to as we get to the demolition time.
So if you were to make a wild guess, the completion of the project somewhere mid-June, July of next year?
The project completion date per contract is June 15th of '23.
Okay, thank you.
And they didn't expect any issues with that time frame.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 16.
Report from the Public Works Department requesting permission to negotiate contracts with Edgewater Resources of Madison, Wisconsin for the rebuild of the 400 dock and IMEG Rock Island for electrical repairs and upgrades as part of the FEMA Public Assistance Program project at Sunset Marina.
Motion to authorize city staff and the general manager of Sunset Marina to negotiate the contract.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
So,
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
do got one question.
Yeah.
As council and as staff, can we come up with a plan of what we're really gonna do with this marina? I just feel uncomfortable continuing to put money into the marina without having an actually detailed plan of what our intentions are for this marina. If we're gonna sell it, lease it, keep it, bite the bullet with it, if we can come up with some kind of plan, because there's a lot of money that needs to be spent on this marina. So I would like to have at least some kind of plan of what we're gonna do so we can start working on the budget and everything else going forward.
Alderman Robinson. I've been asking that same thing for months, if not a full year or more, so.
We could certainly do that, and if it's the consensus of the council, they'd like to see us put some time and resources into putting together a plan, we will do that.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Like any plan, we have to have, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we have to have we can provide feedback, we have provided feedback on whether it's profitable or not. It's not profitable at this current state and time. There's not enough slips there to provide enough revenue to cover the expenses, and there probably never will going forward. Boating is
not as popular as it used to be. And I know you all understand that, I've said that before, but we have to have a general understanding of what the city council wants to do in order to move that direction. So if we want to keep the marina, then that's what we'll proceed with. If we can provide an option for selling it, we can do that as well. I mean, so we can look at both things, but investing into the dock, that's gonna carry on with either way we proceed. So, I understand what we're looking at here tonight, but don't have to make that decision tonight, but looking forward, we really do need some direction on how you would like Public Works or staff to move forward with that.
Sorry, go on.
I've just always asked for, identify some realistic options. Selling it, talking to brokers, that kind of thing. Is leasing even a feasible option? We'd still own it, and we'd still be responsible for all the costs, ongoing costs, which we know dredging every few years we have to do, or repurposing it in some way. I don't know what all the options are, but that's what just comes to my mind.
Yeah, and what I would envision in terms of putting together a plan would be working with somebody like an Edgewater Resources who comes in and does an assessment of what you have and has experience in the field, and they can put together those kind of different options for you.
Yeah. And we did look at that. We have a proposal from Edgewater Resources currently to do that study, and if memory serves me right, it cost about $27,000 to move forward with that proposal. So the expenses start adding up right away.
You have a proposal from them?
Yeah, it would need updated, but we did it on our own, just because we had already contacted them to see what it might cost to do a study like that.
Can we see that current one?
It's just a cost,
Oh.
and what's
Okay.
informing us what they would do.
Yeah, there's no results to that study. It's a
Correct,
proposal
no.
to do the study.
No.
But it may be worth that $27,000 to
But
do the
does
study.
it spell out exactly what they're going to do?
Yes, it has some defined areas of what they would do
It's
for
a
the
starting
study.
point for us to at least look at.
It would be.
Okay, if we could get copies of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
literally
either,
maybe
but-
a page or two. It's not an in-depth.
Not, okay,
No.
well, it's a starting point.
Yeah, if it's not what we need, we can get a more elaborate scope from a firm like them.
I do also want to remind everybody, we are working on that Port Authority, which would open up some other financial revenue for us to put towards Sunset Marina, so it wouldn't necessarily all be city funding going into moving forward.
Correct. Mr. Healy, you want to?
No, I was just going to say, I think we needed to come up with a plan, come up with options and whatever that is. If there's 6 options, it's 6 options. If there's 2, there's 2. We have a gem that needs to be polished, but it's how we polish that or how we, like you said, kick the can down the road is what's happened. And, unfortunately, we're bearing the brunt of that, so.
Okay.
I have a comment.
Yes, sir.
So this, again, is part of the FEMA Public Assistance Program, and this is another instance where we are trying to maximize our dollars, and either way, whether we lease it, we sell it, we keep it, those things are still going to have to get done. And I feel like this is all we're voting on right now. I mean, I understand the comments of what are we doing with it, but either way, I think these projects still have to get done, and I think that's what we're actually voting on tonight.
Correct.
You're
So
right.
I just want to make a quick point. This has nothing to do about what we're voting. I'm just bringing up the fact that we need to come up with a plan. And I will be the broken record until we come up with a plan. So every meeting, you will hear me say, what are we doing with the marina? So until we get tired and we fess up and say, hey, we gotta execute on something, because we've been giving direction time and time again, but we keep this passing it along. We gotta act on something. Or at least get it in front of us, have a discussion, and go with it. I understand what we're doing today, and I'm not against any of that. I'm just against continue to funnel money into something that we don't know what we're gonna do with it. I mean, we're blindly putting money into things right now. So that's the only point I want to make. I'm in agreement that this needs to be done. I get it. From last meeting, we had that discussion. I just want us as a council to understand that we have to make a step going into the right direction with the marina. We can't continue to pass this along. It's getting to the point where it's at its end. We have to make a decision of how we want to move with it.
It's how much money do you put into the house before you keep it or you sell it? You
Yeah,
know,
that's right.
You really need to figure that out. You have to put some into it. It's just how much is that?
Yep.
Where's the breaking point?
I just want to make sure that we're all clear on what we're actually voting on here, because I feel like the conversation kind of went in another direction, and I do agree, that's fine, but I think, but sticking to what we're doing now, it's distinctly talking about electrical repairs and the dock up, fixing of that, but I will agree that those conversations can be had, but I think as far as like the vote itself goes, and I'm not objecting to what Alderperson Robinson is saying, that's not what I'm saying, I just want to make sure that we're still focused on what the vote tonight is.
I apologize. I kind of piggybacked off of, the marina, so I just jumped on it.
That's right.
But
Okay, all right.
next meeting, I'll bring it up in other business.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
That's good. No. All right. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Nay.
Swanson. Aye. Motion carries.
Item 17.
Report from the Public Works Department recommending a partnership with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services for a floodplain prairie restoration project at Sunset Park.
Motion to approve the partnership with the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife Service and authorize the city manager to execute the agreement.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson. Aye.
Item 18.
Report from the Public Works Department recommending the use of project labor agreements, impact agreements, for all new construction projects with a value greater than $500,000.
Motion to approve the use of labor impact agreements for all new construction projects led by the Public Works Department.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I have a question for Mike.
Yes. Oh, for Mike. That Mike.
That might.
Mike, in your memo and in the motion, it's construction projects led by the Public Works Department. Is there some reason why it's not for all city construction projects automatically?
Because I don't oversee those other projects. I'm just speaking for Public Works. But that question could be discussed tonight and, if you wanted to amend the ordinance or the recommendation, but, and like I said in the memo, we have impact agreements that we've done in the past without
Yes.
officially approving this. And this is just a way to have that
Does it make it
information in
automatic?
place so that we have that consistency on, do we do it, do we not? But again, it's up to the city council to make that decision.
All right. Could I make a motion to amend the motion to clarify that it's all new construction projects led by the city?
Who did the motion?
I
They
did.
did. They have to
I will withdraw my
I
motion.
can't make a motion to amend it?
You could, I think you're gonna have to.
All right, that's
You
fine.
have to
It's fine.
withdraw and
It's
then-
fine.
To withdraw.
I withdraw my motion.
All right.
And I'll withdraw the second.
All right. So it's all been withdrawn.
No, you can make your motion, and then I'll.
Move to approve the use of labor impact agreements for all new construction projects led by the city.
Second.
Moved in second. Now, is there any discussion on this?
And I just want to clarify, that does not include residential.
Yes. Let's not do
Because,
that.
you know, when they start building those $1 million homes, we.
Yeah, well,
I don't know too many that are made, they use union labor and that sort of thing, but prevailing wage could be in there. By the way, there's 5 impact agreements in the city of Rock Island right now. Not all city, one of them city with the clubhouse, but there's 5 large projects in the city of Rock Island, all with
Does-
impact agreements.
Does the YM and library project have an impact agreement?
Yes, it does.
Oh, great.
Yes, the library does, the YW does, the
What
Rock
are-
Island School Administration,
Okay.
and the, I keep saying Saukey, but Highland Springs,
Highland Springs, is that 4?
it's 5. I'm sorry, courthouse.
Courthouse.
Thank you.
Very good.
The courthouse. So all of them have it. That's correct. Okay. Very good. Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Okay, item number 19.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding a request from the Illinois Department of Transportation for a temporary construction easement at 201 15th Street, IDOT US 67, from 2nd Avenue to 5th Avenue, and the acquisition of a permanent right-of-way for a total compensation of $660 for the pedestrian ramp project.
Move to approve IDOT's acquisition of temporary construction easement at 201 15th Street and a permanent right-of-way for a total of $660, and authorize the city manager to execute the documents.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item number 20.
Report from the City Attorney's Office recommending approval of $5,323.70 in damages for settlement in the case of a 5-car collision at 18th Avenue and 30th Street.
Move to approve the settlement amount of $5,323.70 and authorize the city attorney to execute the documents.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 22.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding the sale of city-owned property of a parcel zoned I-2 containing approximately 36 acres, pin 162720009, to Saya Motor Freight Company LLC for $336,000 plus closing costs, first reading.
Move to approve the purchase agreement, authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents subject to minor attorney modifications, and suspend the rules, consider and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
That was like clockwork. That was.
Nice.
It's as if she was a former city clerk.
We're going to write it out in a little cheat card.
I tried to write it out, and I still messed it up.
It's moved in second. Any discussion?
One day we can get that good, Moses.
Have them on little laminated cards.
I can do that for you
On
guys.
the back of the
I can
name
do,
tag.
Yeah,
I know, right?
I'll do that for you guys. Okay.
I still tease Dylan about it. We used to do it all the time by default that way. But
Then somebody threw a big stink about it.
yeah, it's exactly. I wasn't going to mention that. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 23.
A resolution authorizing the election of the standard allowance of American Rescue Plan Act funds for revenue loss and to allocate those funds for the provision of government services, police, and fire salaries.
Motion to adopt the resolution as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis. Aye. Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 24.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding a resolution declaring the City of Rock Island support for the submittal of an Illinois Transportation Enhancement Program, ITEP, grant application for the 41st Street Black Hawk Road, Illinois 5 reconstruction project.
Motion to adopt the resolution as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mike, thank you. My residents, thank you for trying to do this. I appreciate it, so.
Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 25.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding a resolution declaring the City of Rock Island support for the submittal of the railroad crossing removal grant application for the 44th Street corridor between 4th and 6th Avenues, Illinois 92 project.
Move to adopt the resolution as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I have a question. So I'm not understanding, are we eliminating that railroad crossing at 44th Street?
Yeah, so we're eliminating one and adding one. So there's the existing crossing at 44th Street. That one would be more or less moved further east away from the QCIC intersection area. And then the one at 46th Street would be 46th Street, 1st Street, Moline would be removed.
Okay. But we are going to keep a railroad crossing in Rock
We are
Island.
going to keep a railroad crossing. And this is also looking at redesigning the intersection there, moving that 90-degree turn away from the QCIC. We've had cars run into the building. We had a fatality there. And so this is part of that Illinois 92 study as well that we've been working on for several years.
Okay. I just want to make sure I can still get to work.
Is that adversely going to affect the traffic in the neighborhood over there on 46th Street then? If you're moving it over towards 46th Street?
Well, interrupt, or they'd have to go a half a block west. So, I mean, it would shut that crossing down there, and they would have to go either west or east.
Do we know how long that would be shut
Well,
down?
the crossing at 40.
I mean, just during the transition.
Oh, we're just in the preliminary design stages. You can see this grant came open August 1st. It closes the end of this month, and so we're scrambling just to get everything we need. But like I said, preliminary, we're looking at a roundabout, moving the intersection further east away from QCIC. I have two preliminary drawings, conceptual drawings, but I did not include them in the presentation because I didn't want to get too many questions right away until we have it more pinned down.
I would imagine the residents would like that. It would cut down on all that traffic speeding down that railroad avenue trying to beat the train to the next crossing.
Right.
Have we talked to Metro or QCIC about it?
We've talked to Metrolink, and we've been in meetings with QCIC.
Okay.
Scott Christensen, yeah.
Well, I'm sure that some.
Yeah, imagine, I knew QCIC probably would, Scott would.
I would just like to
I didn't know
have
about
answers
Metro if
together.
they were okay. Okay. That's good.
Did you get your answer? Did you get your answer?
Any other further questions, discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert. Swanson.
Aye.
Item 26.
Report from the Public Works Department recommending support for the City of Moline's application of the Railroad Crossing Grant Elimination Program.
Move to approve the request as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 27.
Report from the Finance Department regarding resolutions for the American Bank and Trust Bank accounts for banking services.
Motion to adopt the resolutions as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 28.
Report from the Finance Department regarding adjustment for the Rock Island Public Library Fund 251, increasing revenue and expenditures budgets for CY 2022 by $1,300.
Motion to approve the budget adjustment as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 29.
Report from the Finance Department regarding a budget adjustment for the Community and Economic Development Fund 207, increasing revenue and expenditure budgets for CY 2022 by $65,000.
Move to approve the budget adjustment as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item number 30.
Report from the Parks and Recreation Department recommending $150,000 of Arpa funding be allocated for the Hauberg Estate Carriage House project.
Move to approve the allocation of $150,000 of American Rescue Plan Act ARPA funding for the Hauberg Carriage House project.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
When would they start working on this? I know they're already doing some, but this money's when?
Yeah.
As soon as possible?
As soon as we give them the option to proceed, it would be in like 30 days.
Okay.
Started.
Cool.
Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 31.
Report from the Mayor's Office regarding appointments to the Arts Commission and the Police Community Relations Commission.
Move to approve the reappointments and appointment as recommended.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 32.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from St. George Greek Church, 2930 31st Avenue, to use sound amplification on Friday, September 16th and Saturday, September 17th, 2022, from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. both days for a church festival.
Move to approve the sound amplification permit as recommended.
Second.
Try that again. It's moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
They've got good baklava. Item 33.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Michael Batts of 1625 21st Street to close 22nd Street between 16th and 17th Avenues on Sunday, September 18th, 2022, from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. for a neighborhood block party.
Move to approve the street closing request.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item number 34.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Penny Steen, owner of Skellington Manor, to close the southern half of 18th Street, 4th to 5th Avenues on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m., spanning the dates of September 30th through October 30th, 2022, 14 days total, as part of their haunted house attraction.
Motion to approve the street closing request as recommended.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion?
This is awesome, and if you guys haven't been
yeah.
down there, it is crazy. So I highly recommend it, and it brings a lot of people into Rock Island, so it's neat.
Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item number 35.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Tim Ott with Emmaus Procession to use city roads as part of a walk on Saturday, October 8th, 2022, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Move to approve the event as recommended.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Item 36, other business. Anything out there for the good of the cause?
Moses, you gonna talk about the marina?
I can. It's 7:40. You want to go home?
I've got a quick one. The proclamations, and we talked about diversity and Hispanic and everything else, but there'll be a swearing-in and naturalization ceremony at Schriever Park on the 21st. A number of individuals being, quote, sworn in and naturalized down at Schriever Park on the 21st. So, once again, I've had the pleasure of going to that event a number of times, and it's always great to see individuals become U.S. citizens.
Do you know what time?
I do, 1 o'clock. Judge Darrow's handling the ceremony.
Are you going to send something out with that information?
I can have Todd do that. I can't. I just got it in the
Please.
mail today. It wasn't an electronic deal I got in the mail, but, you know.
It's just easier to put on our calendars that way.
Anything else? A lot of fun things happened. Reenactment of the football game, the first NFL. That was a great day. I didn't stick around to see if the Independents won or the Mutts won, but anything else? Okay. Item 37.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved. Did I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, I'm sorry. Any discussion? I don't hear that. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.